Thank you very much indeed for this opportunity to address a question to you. In the research centre that I direct at Cardiff University, our underlying mission is the promotion of understanding of Islam and the life of Muslims in Britain. And we work in very close partnership with the local Muslim community and with the Muslim Council of Wales in trying to fulfil that ambition. I'm not an Islamic scholar, but I am an academic. And I would really like your advice based on your engagement with British Muslims and your understanding of the situation in relation to Islam in Britain. What do you think is the most important priority for a research centre such as mine in Cardiff University?
Thank you. I think the most effective and influential way and role to be played by the research centre should be the promotion of the real and correct concept of integration. There can be three models in a British society or any Western society where Muslims are living in minority as citizens. There can be three models: model of isolation, model of assimilation, and model of annihilation. And the third would be the model of integration. There are some Muslims, some religious scholars, some religious practicing Muslims who till today love to remain in a model of isolation. You have to promote the research and to develop the understanding that being a part and parcel of British society, the isolation model is totally against Islam as well as against the society. They have to come out, and you have to bring them out from the isolation. And on the other hand, you have to promote the research for the British government. This would be the message for the religious people, Muslims. And at the same time, a research should be conducted that bringing them out from isolation does not mean to lead them towards the model of annihilation. Because isolation is damaging for them, and annihilation would be damaging for a British society. Annihilation is never a good model, because every culture has its own roots, every culture has its own identities, and every culture has its own traits and attributes. So when you take them from isolation, at the same time you have to protect that annihilation model should not be promoted, because this will create a reaction. So the best way that your research should be on the lines that the best future for the British society should be the model of integration. Integration means that Muslims should not live, and any people belonging to any other religion should not live in isolation, and neither they should be called towards annihilation. They should live in a model of integration. They should get integrated with British society. All integrated British society, along with protection of their cultural identity, protection of their religious identity. So this will lead towards the concept of multicultural society. And finally, the multiculturalism itself becomes a culture. And if your research, your seminars, your printed material gives a message on both sides. One side is to the Muslims, you have to convey the message to them to come out from isolation and become a part and parcel of the society. And on the other hand, a message should go to the governments that don't attract them or don't demand them to become a part of the model of annihilation. Let them maintain their identity. And your message should concentrate on the developing of integration. Integration will lead the British society. British society is one of the best societies of the Western world. Multicultural society. So the beauty and protection of the British society and its values lies and vests in multiculturalism. And multiculturalism can only be protected through integration. So this would be the work to be done. Thank you.
Unfortunately, time is short and we do have to break for Asr prayer and for dinner. I'm extremely grateful to our guests. Just want to thank our guests on behalf of Minhaj al-Quran International and on behalf of the Al-Hidayah organising team and on behalf of the audience for accepting our invitations to attend the programme today.
Every time I am troubled by a storm of burden in my life, every time I am troubled by a storm of burden in my life, your name alleviates my pain, Habibi ya Rasulallah. Your name alleviates my pain, Habibi ya Rasulallah.